What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. We have the bed of Oz's truck freaking loaded today. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, guys.
So we got a whole truck bed full of logs. That's what was in the back of the truck. So we got 5 logs that are all about 10 to 12 inches in diameter. As you can see, I bought a new toy the other day. Me and Connor on Thanksgiving Day decided to go up and I bought a chainsaw the day before Thanksgiving. We went on Thanksgiving morning, cut a whole bunch of logs, and actually milled some of our own lumber, and we built a table.
Exactly.
We didn't film most of that, but I do have some pictures and stuff we can insert in the video here.
Yeah.
So we built a pretty sick table.
Yeah.
So we might build a few here and there and try to sell them just to get some extra cash in our pockets. The saw cost me about, I think it was $180 something, and then after tax and everything, it was like $2 something. And then I got this on Amazon for like 80 something bucks on sale for the Cyber Monday sale. So like 300 bucks roughly for everything we need to build tables, other than like the welder and stuff, which Connor already has the TIG welder. I do have a little Harbor Freight MIG welder too, but yeah, so we just did the top cut on this one. So basically all we did is we took a 2x6 and screwed it to the top of this log, and then we set our chainsaw depth to about, this says 2 inches, but it's like 4 inches from the bottom of the thing here.
It's to compensate this,
to compensate for
and
that.
then to trim the highs and lows off the top so you get a flat edge.
So the flat edge runs along the bottom of these things here, and this is called the chainsaw mill. So we're gonna set the saw up for our next cut, and we're gonna try to cut these boards about 1 inch.
Yeah.
And get a nice board for our next project.
Yeah, this is what, it's the 10th today? 10th of December?
Yep.
We are currently we're gonna make my mom a table for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're gonna film that. We're planning on doing that. We went and purchased all the metal. You saw us at the yard. So we have all the metal for that. We're currently at the big shop today, just because the tools are
easy
here.
access, and we can make a mess.
Yeah, I can make a mess, and it's fine. It's a shop.
Yep. Not bugging our neighbors. Nobody out here to.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And I just want to apologize. We've been gone
behind
for a little
on
bit.
videos. Yeah.
We've had, unfortunately, some things going on in our life that needed some care.
And we both work full-time jobs.
Exactly.
So like, we're busy, you know.
But you know what?
Got to catch up. We are going to continue to put in a effort towards YouTube, because ultimately I think that's kind of what I would like to do for work one day. You know, I think that'd be so cool. Yeah. So we're gonna
start it back up.
Put
and
a conscious
get going.
effort in every day to do something for it. So.
Yep. Okay, guys.
We'll get this set up and tune back in a second.
Yep. Did a run with the chainsaw. We want to specify that we don't have a ripping chain. This is just a regular cross-cut chain. No, it's not really made for it, but we're just gonna kind of see if it works for now. I mean, we've only had this chainsaw for what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Maybe.
So we're just kind of see what it can do, what we can do, what its limitations are, thereforth. This is the first run.
First time we've used a chainsaw mill ever, so
yeah.
We did notice that we started to get a little off level, side to side on the chainsaw, and it dug in down here just a little bit. So a little bit of an imperfection, but the log underneath actually looks fine.
One thing that did help us though is when we were about halfway, we put a wedge on the other side, and that kind of just lifted the board up.
Off.
Yeah, give the back of the bar a little bit of relief, so it can cut a better line here.
And then we noticed too, if like when you're pushing the saw, if you go at like an angle, either like forward or backwards.
Kind of walk it.
It kind of helps. And we actually, like, a lot of people don't like chainsaw marks in their wood, but this kind of gave it a cool little cross pattern on the wood over here.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome. It's
it looks cool.
We'll see. I'll go up to the camera, see if we can get a shot of that.
So I'm not sure if you can see, but you've got your little cross patterns here going each way.
Put your shadow on it. You could see it when the shadow's on it. Yeah, see, there's kind of chainsaw marks. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but
we'll clean it up and show you guys though. This wood also is not like perfectly seasoned. We just drove up to the Uintas here in Utah, and we're going up the trail to go up to Trial Lake, and I think logging companies or the Forest Service went through and cut down all the old trees and whatnot, and there was just piles and piles of logs everywhere. So we literally just threw like 5 or 6 of them in the back of the truck and drove back. Now we're getting to mill them up and turn them into something cool.
Also, one thing I want to specify too with cutting down trees, make sure you check your local regulations. There might need permits that you need to get. I know for live trees in Utah you need a permit. Not really sure on the dead ones or the cut down trees. Just make sure you follow some regulations, and you know, call the Forest Service if you have any questions. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Alright guys, so we got this board here. We got them all cut up with the chainsaw mill. We're going to send them through the planer since we have access to one here at the shop. So we're going to crank this thing on real quick and send them through the planer.
Alright guys, so we took the live edge off on this edge because we want it flat, so we can run it on the guard to get this side flat. The reason why we cut this one first is because there's a ton of highs and lows on this side, and so we will go back and figure out the exact depth of our thinnest spot, which I think is right here, and it's like 8.5 or something like that. But we'll go back and double check just so we run it and we get a precision cut for the table, because I think both of these will do the table. So I mean, we're shooting for 18 wide, and these are, let's see, this one's 8.5 and then that one's 9. lumber that we cut from the Uintas. There we go. All the live edges off, all straight, even planed on both sides. We've got this board just under an inch, so that should work perfect. All right, guys, back at it again. We got all the wood cut to length, planed out. Looks pretty good. So right now we're over at the metal chop saw, and what we're doing is we're just cutting the frame out for the wood. So what we're doing here is we're going to chop this at 90 degrees here, 46 inches, and then we're going to go back and we're going to mark our 45-degree angles inward, so when you put the two pieces together they match up perfect, and then we're going to weld down the sides and around the back, make them look uniform, and then the wood will sit in the track so it'll have the metal edge. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get this cut, and then we'll start building this frame. Our big camera died, so we're running off the iPhone. Hopefully the quality's okay and the sound's okay, but apologies there. But we're gonna get after it. All right, just got that 45 degree. Now we're gonna flip it over and do that side.
This one I should mark with the saw.
Probably need your Sharpie too, huh?
I have it.
Okay. Now he's just lining that up right there on the line. All right, there's that.
So now when we get that other piece, we can just match the two pieces together, and the corners will meet up hopefully perfectly, and we'll just weld the two sides of it. That way the wood can sit inside the track here. Be the top end of a table or the bottom. So we'll get it welded up here in just a second.
That helped to turn the dang wheel. Alright guys, so we have the top and bottom built here. The leg pattern we're doing is more of a triangle. The angle is really tough. It's 75 degrees. Unfortunately our saw doesn't have the capability of 75 degrees. So we're kind of just making it work. We've got it super close. There's a little bit of a gap, but I'm just going to fill it. Be good. Just gonna fill her up. So we've got it tacked on now. I'm just gonna go ahead, take all the clamps off, finish it all the way around, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna cut this piece that does the same thing to mirror this side, and then the same thing on the other side. And then we have the wood pieces over there. They're already cut to length, and I've already ripped them straight down the center piece, so they fit in here nice. And then we'll go in and secure them properly. We're thinking just flip them over, screw, you know, maybe a 1x1 or, you know, 2x4. If anything, I don't really want to do a 2x4, but just to keep them together. And then if we need to shim them anyway, we can do that under the stationary pieces, so we can shim them up so they match perfectly and nice and level. Okay guys, we got everything all welded up here. We're doing the table for my mom, and she likes the weld look, but likes the super smooth finish as well. So we're going around and we're just polishing all the welds so they're super flush. And then we're gonna leave it like that. And then I have a paint that you can spray over the steel so it won't rust or flake or anything like that. What we did is, this is the bottom right now, but here's the top. So we did the V pattern. We did regular V down here, and then we reversed it here. So when you look down the side, it kind of gives you a diamond pattern. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm trying to decide if I want to heat up any of the joints and blue them. This one's already kind of bluing.
I think we should. That'd be cool.
But yeah, this thing's about done.
Maybe we'll blue some of them up, put the logs in, and show you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, it's for my mom, so we want to do our best work, you know, and this looks really well. We also sell these, just so you know. We don't have any pre-built tables. They are made from the order. So someone will contact us and say, hey, I'm looking for a table this dimension, this size, this design, and we'll build them. So, and they don't take very long. They're a couple of days.
A day.
So
yeah.
This one we've knocked out in a couple of hours. So very fun.
And that's learning how to use the chainsaw mill also.
Yeah.
So we will have some boards and stuff probably pre-milled up.
Yeah.
So they can properly dry.
So if you guys want a table of your own or anything like that, please let us know. It doesn't matter where you are. We can ship one of these to you. It's not that big of a deal. Please drop a comment below and let's see if we can get in contact with you. Build you a beautiful table. We're gonna finish up grinding these welds up, and then we're gonna go back after that's all done. We're gonna blue all the shiny spots here, and then we'll go back and put the wood back in the top, and we'll have to shim them here and there because I mean they're not perfect. They're milled from a chainsaw mill, you know, and every board's going to be a little different, so it's going to need a little bit of shimming here and there, but that's the easy part. We can go ahead, do all that, get everything level, and then we're going to grab the orbital sanders and we're just going to go to town and make it look really pretty. So, yep, we'll get started on grinding all these welds.
All right, what are you doing?
All right, so we just got done bluing everything. Have you check out those welds and seams. They're thin layer of enamel on, just so it wouldn't rust. I'm just touching it with a little bit of heat, just so it's dry to the touch. Yeah, this looks cool.
So far, I really liked all our tables.
Yeah,
I think we should try the hexagon one next.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Alright. So, kind of give you guys a scoop. We bought just 3 10-foot pieces of angle, designed what we wanted to build out of it, cut all the angles, welded everything together. There's our little drawing over there.
That's upside down, but
yeah,
you get the gist.
Oh, and then my pretty little knife that I forged right there. So we just kind of designed it for stability and looks. I mean, obviously, your triangle is the strongest shape, just because of the angles. So this table is going to be super strong, and I will drop a picture down below of the one that we made for Oz's sister. It's a beautiful piece. It looks amazing. We'll drop a picture down below. And remember, if you guys want a table, please contact us, and we can build something for you however you want. So, and it doesn't have to be like a coffee table like this. It can be, a nice
Anything really.
You know.
Bed frame, like anything. We're open to suggestions too. So
Yeah, whatever you guys have in mind, we can build it. So
yeah,
we're gonna let this dry for a minute.
And put the wood in the
probably
top.
Give it a little bit, and then we'll fast forward you guys to when we put the wood on top of it and start sanding it. So the next step is just kind of waiting, get everything sprayed, probably get some tools put away, and then waiting. But we will tune back in and we'll show you putting the wood on and starting to level everything out so everything's nice and square and level, and then we'll go ahead and sand everything. Alright guys,
welcome back.
Thank you for tuning in. This was a very fun build. Hope my mom enjoys it for Christmas. We just want to discuss what we did to finish it up because it was kind of boring. We just finished sanding it and then we polyurethane the top.
Just with a spray polyurethane.
Yeah, I did some research on it, and for partially cured wood, the spray was the best sealant for it, so it wouldn't crack, or like the epoxy, it wouldn't crack or anything. So we did that to seal it all up, and we have everything wedged. It's a beautiful table.
Yeah, turned out really well. We're gonna put some pictures down here, show you guys everything. We also burned the wood grain in a little bit, took a torch and just followed the grain of the wood back and forth, so you could get those nice crisp the lines of the grain and the wood and everything. We really like the way that looks.
Exactly. And then, like you saw in the video, we also blued it, so all the joints were blued, and God, they turned out so awesome. They turned out amazing. Very happy with how they turned out. If you guys have any questions about what we did, or if you want to make your own and you have questions on how to do it, or what tools you'll need, or whatever, let us know. We're happy to answer anything. We want to thank you for watching this video, and please remember to like and subscribe, and also go hit that notification bell so it'll tell you when we post next. Like we said, we apologize for kind of taking a break there for a bit. We had some stuff going on, but we are back in. We're ready to pump some more videos out.
Yep.
Right here, it's kind of hard to see, but we got the forge. So we're going to be doing some blacksmithing and just various things here and there. I mean, we're
building things here and there. It's kind of middle of winter now. It's
exactly
December 13th, so
yeah. So it's
building time.
It's building time.
Yep.
We're going to be in here. We're going to be hammering on stuff. We're going to be building stuff. Hopefully some more pods here soon. All the duck hunting areas are starting to lock up with ice, so I'll probably start to see some boats that are all cracked and beat to hell. So
yep.
Hopefully those will be in here and we can video some of those. Just show you guys some project fixes and all that.
Yeah, and if you guys need anything worked on or built, like, contact us. We'll place both of our Instagrams down below.
Exactly.
In the description, as well as at the end of the video here.
Yep.
So,
and we just want to thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was a little bit longer, but it was pretty cool.
Full details what we're trying to go for now.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you guys and have a good night.